Hey, Torian, what did you see developing before you got the ball on the go-ahead three in the final minute there? How did that play come together for you?
LeBron was posting up, I believe, and all game they go from the nail guy instead of the guy who is right in front of the guy who's posting up, and all game we just been rotating and swinging the ball and having that shot. So this time instead of the corner, it was in the middle of the floor. So I was just prepared for it and I let it go.
Clearly, the team had been struggling. Clippers been playing well. How did it feel for you to be able to come through in the morning in that moment, knock it down, and help the team on the way to a win?
Yeah, we have been struggling, but I think it's been in certain moments throughout the game that kind of put us back and have us fighting in scenarios where we would rather be up or tied, and I think that's been the downfall for us. But being able to beat a team like that puts us in a good position mentally, and I think it's going to be great for us and the guys who came off the bench and played well to carry that on to the next game.
TP, obviously the game has so many swings, but for you personally to be able to hit that three and also hit 2 free throws after you had fouled a three-point shooter,
Yeah.
a quick shot at redemption, how did you kind of process that?
I'm grateful, really. I knew when I made that big mistake, I was trying to get as close to him as possible without fouling him, just kind of take away the airspace and kind of make him feel me while he was shooting, and I just totally misjudged it. So I immediately told myself I wanted to get that play back, and the opportunity came, and I just took advantage of it.
Torian, are there lessons in the way you guys won this game, primarily defensively, and from an energy standpoint that need to be taken out of this?
Yeah, I think good lessons, I guess you could say, being able to see Austin Reeves guard certain guys and put his body on the line, and that's a good thing to see. I think that also helps our defense and our mentality as an entire team, and to have D'Lo back, that was good for us as well. Another ball handler, and it was just time for us to carry over this good energy and try to rack up as many wins as we can.
You're a guy in your career who the minutes haven't always been consistent. When you look at Christian and what he's tried to do this year, from going from being a high volume scorer to sometime rotation player, sometime out of the rotation, to kind of stick with it, and what he's given you guys these last 3 games, pushing forward, how important do you think that offense is going to be for this team?
I think it's going to be very important. What's more important, I think, is the mindset we all have on the team, and knowing what we want to do, knowing what our goals are. And I think if we're all on the same page with that, a lot of the inconsistent minutes or the shots you get and the shots you don't get, all that stuff will kind of roll off for you easier, knowing that we have a certain goal in mind, and it doesn't pertain to any individual stat. So with the right mindset, I think everybody can be ready and stay ready and not allow things like that to get in their head mentally.
Torian, do you feel like this season has been different at all for you in terms of your offensive usage, in terms of being either more of a stationary floor spacer as opposed to like a movement shooter? And if so, how have you adjusted to that?
Man, I feel more valued here probably than I have anywhere in my career. I think that's more so a testament to the organization, the people that work within. I've been blessed to meet a lot of people throughout my years in the league, so there's a lot of familiar faces around here, and they've seen my growth since meeting me, and have seen my growth now since seeing me again years later. And I think the trust is there, and so it's up to me just to continue to keep that trust at a high level and put in the work I know I can to stay consistent at doing my job.
T, first off, congrats on the win and big free throws and big shot. But gotta ask you about the LeBron dunk. You got one of the best views of that dunk.
Yeah.
Did he shock you doing that? Like going through contact through T-Man and then to raise up from where he did and then the dunk. Everybody's reaction when you look back at it was kind of shocked. What was your thought process on that?
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, he was dribbling the ball for a very long time with T-Man riding his hip, and I don't know if you can hear it through the mic on the goal, but I told him to dunk. Well, I'm not going to use my exact words, but I told him to dunk it before he dunked it. So to see it actually happen is pretty crazy. So, but that's Bron, though. He's a leader. He does things like that, and it's our job to turn up our game and kind of follow his lead.
Did y'all say something to him in the huddle, or say something to him? Did he say, like, have a reaction, like, yo, I told y'all nothing?
No, that's just LB being LB. Coach made a joke at the end of the game. He said he still has some frequent flyer miles still. So I guess that's the only side joke we threw at him.
Okay, bet. Appreciate it.
Taurean, just a quick question, because you mentioned earlier that you feel more valued here than you have anywhere. Can you pinpoint what it is about this organization that has allowed you or made you feel that way? Is it the players, the coaching staff, the front office, or a combination of things?
I think it's just the trust. When you know somebody trusts you to do your job, I think you want to do it at the best of your ability. So I think that's what's kept me locked in, and a big reason why I've appreciated being here is just the trust level that everybody on the team has for me. And you got to appreciate those things in this league because sometimes it doesn't come. It's good.
Thanks, Taurean.
Thank y'all.